What up? Welcome back to another Bloodlines video. Today we're back in Gorilla's account and we're going to talk about new meta teams. I know everybody's tired of the same old thing. Male Water and Sun, Soul Keeper, Fennex, female Galabar. So me and Gorilla have been working on a second team. We've been pretty much experimenting, playing around with the trades, playing around with the champions, and we came up with a team that has done pretty well when you're attacking. And that team will be what we consider his third team, which would be this one right here. So the team 2, in other words. And we have Escobar, we have the Spider, we have the female Almet or Anubis, we have Selphos, and then we have the Stone Thrower. And we consist of having a high DPS with crowd control, healing, and also buffs and debuffs, which I'll explain as the battle goes. But as of right now, this team, it's still being tested. I'm still switching trades. I'm still learning how the champions play out in each part and which champion belongs here and which champion doesn't belong here. But as of right now, this is sort of the formation that you want to start off, because you want the Escobar. So it's this one right here, the fire dog on the top left. You want him to push back everything that's in front of him and only leave the front person in front of the female Anubis, so that she can pretty much knock him down and kill him because of her skill that is based off the enemy's constitution, and that cannot be debuffed or it cannot be stopped. So every champ is positioning depending on who we're facing. If we're facing somebody that has a female Anubis that's in front of my female Anubis, then I would trade her and put her on the other side so that she doesn't get targeted, because she's the key champion in this build, so that she can pretty much chop down the enemy's team one by one. So let's see if we can test it on some arena, just so that everybody can understand what's going on and how the champions are performing. Let's see if we find somebody suitable. Alright, it's not suitable enough, but so let's put team 2 back in here. And then again, if I want my female Anubis to target the male Water and Sun, I'll leave it how it is. So that will pretty much push everybody on the left to the back, leaving her on a 1v1 with male Water and Sun, as you can see right there. And it's pretty much just going to chop him down, and then she's going to move on to the next one, and then constantly keep going. Again, not a suitable opponent, so let's see if we can try and VOC, so that you can pretty much experience and see how she's doing in a 1v1 battle against people that are stronger than them and more decent power levels. So here we have Baron with her 723 million team. Not the best, but it will be a good test just to see how he performs. So this is a team 838. We moved some trades around. This team was a little bit lower. It was like around 810. So pretty much just so I can see what the team is for. So right there, I push everybody on the right and just stay with just one in the front. And then she goes down, and then after that, it just pretty much goes one side, because everything is just targeting one champion at a time. So right there, the Spider goes, and then the Water and Sun doesn't really survive. Damage wise, again, as you can see, everybody's doing high DPS. The Spider is just there for crowd control, healing, so it's doing what it's supposed to do. Here we have Kitty, all her 3 of her teams, decent sized gate. So let's try it out. Again, Galabar stays on the left. Her anti-healing, it's not gonna pretty much prevent her from dying. As soon as Anubis gets her attack speed a little bit higher, right there where her ult, it would just be a melt. Like, she'll start melting the female Galabar, and then you just pretty much knock one down by one. As you can see, she's dead. And then the Spider stuns them, and she finishes another one. And then she goes for another one. And now the Soul Keeper gets melted, and it's pretty much game over. And at the moment, we have basic traits. We are trying new things out. So the Escobar could survive more, but unfortunately, we're trying things out, and there's a theory that damage reduction only maxes out at 80%. So we ended up pretty much removing honorable from him. But this is the traits that we have. Instead of loyal, it was honorable, but we just did a little quick change just to test if that theory was correct. And according to what I've seen and what I have noticed from the battles, he does seem to take a lot of damage. So we might have to go back to honorable just to make him a little bit more worth it. And then the traits that you have on the male spider, as he's a support trait, you want to go for supports. So you have ardent, energetic, and brutal, and focus for his crowd control and his healing. That's why we have brutal. Energetic, survivability, just so that male soul keepers doesn't get to him pretty fast. And then we have the female storm thrower, who has rapid shot as a support clan trait for the female Anubis. And then we have agile for faster shooting damage because she's based off damage, and then brutal and energetic for DPS and survivability. And then on her, we'll probably have agile. Yeah, agile, energetic, brutal, and fierce. You don't need brutal and fierce on her. So this is another champion that we're testing. So fierce and brutal will be changed for honorable and probably focus. We're still debating, we're still testing, but this team has been working pretty well. It has been killing a lot of people. It has a new vibe into the game, since you're not going for meta, you're not going for male soul keeper, you're not going for Fenix, you're not going for water and sun. We're experimenting and trying new things, and hopefully once the traits are all done, they'll perform better. And then last but not least, we have the female Selphos, who, in other words, she's a DPS champion. So we have her with steadfast for survivability, brutal to increase her steadfast, energetic, and hulking. Now, the only way that she becomes into a S tier champion is so hard for free to play, because in order for her to actually be worth it, you're gonna need Hunter's Ally, which is a pet skill that gives marksman an extra damage per second, and that's what pretty much makes the comp so good, because she's dealing so much damage based off that. And I believe we have it on the bear. No, hold on, give me a minute. I think it's on the horse right here. So when casting active skills, marksmen's champions inflict on continuous damage lasting 4 seconds, and that's based off their damage, which would be 800 and 489%. This is almost a maxed out thing. Maxed out is 500. So when they're constantly fighting and they're casting actives and skills, they're going to be constantly just doing massive amount of damage, which is why when you saw the replay, the female stone thrower and the female Selphos did so much damage. It was just because of that trait. Here we'll try to test the team on a raid boss. Again, no bonus effect. We're just going in with what the clan has. Actually, we can't. Gorilla already uses 3 tries, so we'll have to wait for another day. I'll probably do a short about it and show you how they ramp up their damage and how it works. But yeah, this is currently the meta team that we're building. We're trying to experiment and not go for the basics. Team 3, which is the one on the bottom, I'm starting to build something different. Again, I don't want to go, me and Gorilla don't want to go for another Water and Sun, another Fenix, another replica of basically Team 1, Team 2. So we're going for something new. And we're going for female Galabar, just for her crowd control. We're going for the Corbett, which is one of the new champions, and he's there for the amount of DPS that he deals, plus the survivability. A lot of people don't know this, but after the last update, every single stackable stat that says it cannot be stacked, it's actually being stacked. So if you're fighting and you're noticing that some assassins are not dying, that's because both of the shields that they get from the familiars, or sorry, from the pets and from steadfast are stacking up one to another, and they're just pretty much becoming unkillable. Uh, another stat that's stacking up is like any attack buff. So if I was to put female Celophos with the female Lion Stone, they will combine their strength buff and give it to a champion, which will make the game pretty much uneven. And a lot of people are abusing that glitch as it is right now. Hopefully they fix it soon, because it's pretty unfair, and it's not really fun to be using glitches just to win or try to abuse something. But it is what it is. Hopefully they fix it pretty fast. So that's basically the team we have going on. Hopefully once he's completely built, I'll probably upload more videos and explain to you guys how they're working, what are they doing, and their purpose of being in here. So again, this is Bloodlust. If you guys want to talk about trades, talk about the game, talk about strategies, talk about new comps, because new comps are always welcome. I'm always trying to build something new. Currently, I'm working on a 4 team that's going to be 4 or 5 other completely different champions. Not going to be no dupes. So hopefully that goes well as well. And if anybody's interested, again, you can find me in District 53 chat in Discord. If you want to search it up, just search District 53 and join there. We're usually on the phone call, and we'll help each other, and it'll be fun to enjoy the game with the community. So I hope to see you there.